All right,
Them
look,
just
one more guy.
awkward
One more guy.
holidays,
George
man.
Kittle insists that he'll be back for week 1.
Mm.
Do you buy it?
No, sir. No way, no how. And it's like, even if you're back, it's like, we're get back George Kittle, but will we even get back George Kittle at week
Right.
1? Like, being so there's like that hurdle where this is what is gonna suck, even if this is like a real thing. We're going to have to listen to all of these interviews for the next 4 months about how George is way ahead of schedule and he's really pushing back to get to week 1, as if that's really going to matter, with
Right.
us being a competitive team, with having him fresh off of that injury and expecting him to just immediately be an asset for us. I think George should take his time. I do want him to come back, or at his own pace. Coming back at week 1 doesn't really prove anything. Also, if you're talking about receivers in the first round, could I interest you in a receiving tight end in Kenyon Sadiq?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad if the Niners picked up Kenyon Sadiq in the first
You know
round
who would
because
be mad if the Niners picked up Kenyon Sadiq?
George Kittle.
Yeah, which is why they won't do it. I know this team. They're not drafting Kenyon Sadiq. I'm telling you right freaking now
Yo,
because he
stop
wouldn't like
leaning. Yo,
it.
get out my face, bro. Get out my
Claire Kittle
face.
might not like it. Claire
Get
Kittle
out
would
my
veto it.
Get out my face, bro. Dog, Kenyon Sadiq would be a hell of a pick, man. I really think
Great pick.
and we could let George pace his way back. For what it's worth, we really haven't developed a tight end outside of George Kittle in like 8 years.
No, it haven't.
So I like it.
Here's the thing. So Michael Crabtree tore his Achilles in OTAs in 2013 and
Okay.
made it back that season. He played about 6 months later. He wasn't great, and then he ended up producing a little bit in the playoffs. And then that was the year that Kaepernick threw the final ball to him, and it got tipped from Sherman tipped it to Malcolm Smith for the end. So it can be done, but he rushed back to make it for the playoffs, and he wasn't that great. What's the point in rushing back for Australia week 1? Probably shouldn't play in that game. I'll be
He shouldn't
freaking
play.
shocked. I'll be freaking shocked if he doesn't start the season on PUP. I would think
Yeah.
he'd miss the first 4 games at least. And as long as he's back for, after the bye week, you could probably make a run. And you
What's
should
gonna
be able to win without him.
whack? What's
Yeah.
going to be whack is the Niners trying to gaslight us into thinking that Luke Farrell is the real option just because they paid him.
At no
That's what they're
point
gonna
did
do.
Kyle Shanahan try to establish Luke Farrell. That's what makes me wonder if he's still involved in player acquisition, man. When they got him, I'm like, damn, Kyle must see something. They never used him. And then when Kittle went down, it was the Jake Tanja show. So I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see Kyle not doing anything when it's time for him to move on. You are right. He's when he did believe that when I believe that when he felt as though that his name was kind of buzzing and his cachet was up and his profile was current and relevant, he did sit back and kind of show his true colors where it's like, dude, if I don't have to do anything, I'm not going to do anything.
Mhm.
I know enough about this game to get by in. I know my situation is ironclad. Seeing him, I don't know, try, if you will, in front of all of us, in just different areas that we've seen him just really not care. It's not the fact that he's been bad in those areas. He's like almost made it a point to be like, no, I'm going to be a dick. Like, I'm going to let you know how I am.
Yeah, if
It does
Belichick
show
can do it,
that-
I'm going to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. And let's close with this, man. We already know that Kyle he said this time and time again. Please don't forget it. The number one skill that he has learned from his father that was passed down to him is how not to get
How
fired.
not to get fired.
That's the skill. Not
That's
the
the skill.
offense, not the revolutionary offense that the league has never seen before, that pays my bills, none of that, not scouting. How not to get fired. That's why they hate Washington, because he got fired.
It's true. It's true. We'll see if he can do it. It's tough to keep your job for more than 10 years. Bill Walsh couldn't do it, and he won 3 Super Bowls. It's hard to do.
It's impressive. 10 years. Shit, your voice goes stale after a while. I can't even stand nobody after 3 years. Even you and I had to take a break for a while. With the consistency has to take a lapse. Like 10
And I
years is
feel
a
like-
long time.
I feel like Kyle's acknowledging it too. Like, hey, like you said, I'm not the young guy anymore. My offense a little stale. I got smashed at the end of this season. I
Smacked
should
on.
show people a different side of me.
Yeah, because if think about it, Grant, from like an industry level, everybody knows that there are awards, right? And even in your field, in my field, everybody gets an award, and somebody's got to win it, which is fine. But we also understand that there's politics involved and there's angling involved, and just being in the right place at the right time is one of the key reasons why people ascend themselves amongst their peers. But there
Mhm.
also is that conversation behind closed doors of who's respected, who's really a dog. Forget all of the awards. Who's respected as a guy? And you have to believe that there are some coaches that are looking back at Kyle like, dude, McDonald ate your lunch, dog. Like he has your number. He's embarrassing you. So there's that element as well where forget the Super Bowl wins and the wins and losses. It's just about, you know, how you play. And as from a coaching perspective, we lost that game, but nobody wants to talk. But we got out coached too. We got out coached.
Oh,
So
severely.
yeah.
Severely.
So there's
All right,
that
let's
too.
take a super chat real quick and then we'll do some prize picks. Propa says, while I understand respecting the champs, odds makers putting Seahawks first in Super Bowl odds seems lazy. I don't see a repeat for them. It's not common. It's fair. Then they just lost their offensive coordinator. That's fair. And they don't have an all-time great quarterback. Who do you think is going to take them down? Like right now on paper, who's a better team than the Seahawks on paper?
It's wide open.
It's always been wide open, but I mean, the Rams had every chance to prove that they're better than the Seahawks couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to add something. I mean, the Niners aren't even close. Maybe after the draft and free agency, it'll look different. But right now, that's still like the most complete team in the league.
How do you feel about the Eagles?
Who's their play caller now? Yep. That's how I feel about the Eagles.
Yeah, I got you.
And not
I
only
like
that, I like Jalen Hurts a lot when he was younger. When he was willing to run, he could have moments where he played like a straight up elite quarterback. In both Super Bowls, he was elite. But last year, he didn't either want to run or wasn't asked to run. And against the Niners, he didn't run very much, and that's a big reason they lost. If he just wants to stand still, he's not that good. And the play caller isn't that good. Feel like they lost their offensive line coach. I think they're on the downslope, but they still have great GM. They could reinvent themselves, but they might be going through a little bit of a transition right now.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.